Templar Key delves into the mysteries of Göbekli Tepe and its sister site Karahan Tepe. These are the oldest temples in the world. Göbekli Tepe was built 11,000 to 12,000 years ago in modern-day Turkey and preceded writing, metal tools, and even pottery. Many archaeologists had disregarded the site, but Klaus Schmidt thankfully was not one of them. When he arrived at Göbekli Tepe in 1994, he had a feeling the inconspicuous hill held a timeless mystery. And he was exactly right. Schmidt discovered a magnificent vast temple not long after arriving at the location in southeastern Turkey. Göbekli Tepe was more than just ancient ruins, it was an archaeologist's dream come true. It is regarded as the oldest temple in the world. Its existence shows that religion preceded agriculture. Not the other way around, overturning what historians assume to be true about human history. Its sister, Karahan Tepe, was discovered in 1997, but the first rigorous survey was conducted in the year 2000, revealing basin-like pools carved into bedrock as well as a large number of chisels and adzes, beads, remains of stone pots, grindstones, and pestles. The discovery of arrowheads, scrapers, perforators, blades, and other stone tools created from flint or obsidian implies that the people mainly relied on hunting and gathering or animal husbandry, as opposed to the majority of Neolithic settlements, which focused on agriculture, evidenced by the lack of farm vegetation in situ. The findings also indicate that the site was occupied throughout the pre-pottery Neolithic period between 10,500 and 6,500 BC, which corresponds with contemporary sites such as Safra Tepe 15 kilometers to the north, Sanliurfa Mahal, 63 kilometers to the west, and Göbekli Tepe, 40 kilometers to the south. Karahan Tepe share parallels with the Göbekli Tepe 2 layer, with 266 T-shaped pillars and animal reliefs representing snakes, insects, birds, the head and forelegs of a rabbit, the rear legs and tail of a gazelle, and the hind legs of an unknown species. Ian Hodder, an anthropologist from Stanford University, exclaimed, "Göbekli alters everything, it is elaborate, complicated, and pre-agricultural." This alone makes the location one of the most significant archaeological discoveries in decades. Göbekli Tepe promises new insights into the course of history, but it also contains a number of odd puzzles that have yet to be resolved. In the 1960s, when researchers first encountered Göbekli Tepe, they regarded it as little more than a medieval cemetery. The hill, whose Turkish name means Valley Hill, was composed of limestone fragments. And so many specialists assumed that these were gravestones. But the German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt saw something entirely different. After hearing about the hill, he wanted to check it out for himself. And upon his arrival at Göbekli Tepe, Schmidt assumed the hill to be artificial. He was convinced that only man could have produced such a monstrosity. As he stated later, "Within a minute of seeing it for the first time, I knew I had two options. Go away and tell no one, or I will work here for the rest of my life." Thankfully, Schmidt chose to remain. The expeditious action was advantageous. 1 year later, Schmidt and his crew discovered buried megaliths and pillars organized in circles. Some of the pillars had intricate sculptures of animals, such as lions, snakes, and scorpions. Even more interesting, the age of the site was quickly determined to be between 11,000 and 12,000 years old. Göbekli Tepe existed thousands of years prior to Stonehenge and the earliest human writing. And Schmidt considered his discovery to have further significance. Göbekli Tepe is the earliest holy site constructed by humans, he asserted. But how was Schmidt so confident that he had discovered the world's oldest temple? Schmidt and his team are convinced that Göbekli Tepe was a temple for a variety of reasons. A portion of their assurance stems from the absence of cooking hearths, dwellings, and garbage pits at the site. In other words, Göbekli Tepe does not appear to have been a settlement for ancient humans. In addition, the site was constructed prior to the domestication of animals and the cultivation of crops, making it a pre-agricultural location. An analysis of the animal bones discovered at the site revealed that the area was originally inhabited by a vast assortment of wild species, including wild boar, sheep, vultures, and ducks. According to Joris Peters, an archaeozoologist at the Ludwig Maximilian University in Munich, 15,000 pieces of wild animal bone were consumed in the first year alone. Further evidence that Göbekli Tepe was not a town is provided by the fact that the people who congregated there killed any wild animals they could capture. Peters said, "It was pretty clear we were dealing with a hunter-gatherer site." In addition, several carvings were discovered at Göbekli Tepe, which may have represented early religious concepts. Schmidt stated, "I believe, at Göbekli Tepe we are confronted with the oldest representations of gods. The sculptures lack eyes, mouths, and faces. However, they have arms and hands. We wonder, do they represent the creators?" The individuals who carved these were, in my opinion, asking themselves the most important questions of all. Asking, what makes up the universe? And what is our purpose? Archaeologists believe that individuals may have traveled a great distance to address these questions. Schmidt believes that the temple may have attracted African and Levantine hunter-gatherers. Jens Nottroff, an archaeologist at Göbekli Tepe, concurred, "It's a marker." At those times, people had to meet frequently to maintain the integrity of the gene pool and exchange information. They did not congregate there by chance. But what makes the temple so noteworthy is its age. If Göbekli Tepe is the oldest temple in the world, then mankind must have gotten some aspects of their own history wrong.